Good morning, y'all. Sorry, I was zoned out for a minute. Okay, so the topic. Okay, I got a little mic. I don't know if it's gonna help with the sound. It might help. I don't know. But good morning. Welcome back to Toxic Positivity. I'm your host, Brittany J. Um, I want to take my time with the topic I'm talking about today because I think it's very important. Um, but I don't have a lot of time. So this might be a part, like part one, part two, maybe part three, because it's very important. Like universe, spirit is telling me it's very important. And the thing is, it's kind of because it's layered, because the message that I have right now, it kind of came in stages. So like one part of it came like months ago, and then another part came like a few weeks ago, and then the other part came like a few days ago. So that's why it's like I feel like it's very important because they're all different aspects, but they all culminate together. So, um, the first thing was the most, I think, important part is when I got this download, and I didn't even realize what it was, and then later on I found out. So I didn't realize this year, and I think when I got the download, I don't even remember the exact date. If I go back to my journal, I'll probably be able to find it. But excuse me. Anywho, it's the 25th anniversary of one of the greatest albums ever made. Lauryn Hill's Miss Education of Lauryn Hill's album. One of the best albums, well, to me, the best album ever made. And anything that Michael Jackson ever made. So those are the only two, albums I think is the most amazing. But anyway, Lauryn Hill's Miss Education of Lauryn Hill's album, hands down the best album ever made. So did not know it was the 25th anniversary. So I was like, as I'm on my journey, my reflection of like my marriage, my friendships, my family dynamics, just relationships, period. And I know I had touched on this yesterday, but I didn't touch on it because I forgot and I didn't write everything down because my mind is always racing. So um, I always, even when the album first came out, I Miss Lauryn Hill was always ahead of her time. She was way ahead of her time. But it's good because we can still reflect on it now. And I appreciate that album so much more now. I loved it then and I love it even more so now because like it spoke to me. Like that album spoke to me. I'm sure it spoke to a lot of people. So the fact of I'm saying it was ahead of its time too, as far as like you remember the little interludes, and I thought it was so cool. I didn't really pay attention to it that much then or understand it, but now I do. And you remember the interludes when they were like talking to the kids about what's love, and they were all answering and everything. So like that piggybacks of what I was talking about yesterday. So then um I said I had my awakening, or a deeper awakening, once I heard uh Sir Sir's song, Nothing Even Matters. And that triggered me. Or not, I'm going to say triggered because triggered is kind of like it awakened. I'm going to say it awakened. And just so happens that is my favorite song on Lauryn Hill's album of Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I'm like, that's my favorite song. So, and then he has a song, and I believe that's a sample, of course, of the song. So, I'm like, that went together as far as that part, right? So I'm reading my notes, guys. I'm sorry. Um, yeah. So, like I said, the song, the album was just genius. Like as far as like the whole love, asking kids of what they think love is, and they're telling what love is and all that. So now this goes back months ago. I was scrolling on something, Instagram or whatever. I only really go on Instagram, and it was a meme, well, like not a meme, but like a video of a girl, and it was more religious. It was a religious message, but I added to it. I put my perspective on it. I'm not gonna say I stole it. I'm gonna just say I added to it. Um, she asked this pastor or singer or something, um, if you could ask God, I'm paraphrasing, if you could ask God why certain things happen to you in your life or whatever. And he was like, well, um, and I thought it was so great. He was like, well, if I would ask why, he was like, why should be who heard you, who helped you, who honored you, like stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, that was deep. So I'm like, that's so profound. And like, and then you look at all these gurus and these business people. They're like, well, what's your why? What's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you starting this business? Why are you getting into this? Why are you getting into that? So I was like, okay, I'm seeing how it's all pieced together, but then I put it in my healing process. And also, as far as like uh raising my children is also helping me heal my inner child, because I'm basically being the parent to them that I didn't get. So I'm parenting myself, reparenting myself, and I'm also parenting them the way that I would have wanted to be parented. Granted, I did stop the generational curse, which we'll get to in other videos because I'm trying to stay focused on this. But anyway, so I was saying, people usually say, and this is where the Heyoka comes in. Usually people say, what is love? And then I say, why is my love? And it's like, who helped you? Who helped me? Or like, who helped you? Who heard you? Who honored you? Who hugged you? Who humbled you? And who healed you? So those are the whys. And this is what I tell my kids. And I'm like, I set the standard for my love. So yesterday, I know I didn't touch on what love was because I was like jumbled up. But that's what love is to me. Like the why. Like who helped me, who heard me, who held me, who hugged, just all those H words. And these are the things I teach my kids. Like, if nobody does those things for you the way I do it for you, it's not unconditional love. It's not, I'm setting the standard. I'm protecting their emotions. I'm protecting their heart. I'm not just going to protect their body. I'm protecting their heart, their mind, their emotions, and teaching them to do the same so that nobody else can come in and give them no bullshit. So I'm like, I'm setting the standard because we did not have a standard. And that's why I say it goes together with Ms. Lauryn Hill's, album. Because I'm like, the fact that she was tapping into those kids, like that, to me, that was like planting a seed. So obviously that seed was planted in me. Because now years later, I'm like reflecting on that. And I'm like, damn. And it's just so profound that it was 25 years anniversary. And then if you're into numerology, that equals to 7. And then my life path right now, or my life path is a 7. So I'm like, man. And then this whole year is the year of the 7. So I'm like, it just all came together. And I was just like, oh my God, I just love it. I just love the whole, you know, coming together of it. So, okay, I guess it wasn't going to be that long. Because I don't really have anything else to say about that. But I just wanted to get that out of my head. I took notes this time because I didn't want to miss anything. Um, so let's not say what is love. Let's say why is love. Who helped you? Who heard you? Who honored you? Who hugged you? Who humbled you? And who healed you? That to me are the best kinds of ways to love yourself and to love others. But like I said, this is all about loving you first. You have to be self-full. So we have to help ourselves, hear ourselves, honor ourselves, hug ourselves, humble ourselves, and heal ourselves. That's our responsibility. So thanks, guys, for listening. That's my little quick rant of the day. I'm glad it wasn't too long. So I love y'all. Come back, subscribe, like the video, share the video, and just heal yourself. Love yourself. That's it. Love you. Bye. Peace.